Hello, welcome. My name is Sandra. Thanks for checking in to the Savvy Soul Yoga and Mindfulness School. We have 10 principles in this yoga teacher training. Our first principle is a Sanskrit word called sankalpa. Sankalpa simply means setting a daily intention. Not only does this mean setting intention on your mat, it means setting a full embodiment intention for this training. So that's really digging a little bit deeper to see what's calling you to this training right now. What do you need more of? Perhaps it's peace or more focus. You can bring in that sankalpa into your practice. But maybe when you're on your mat, your daily intention might be something like, I really need to stay calm today. I have a lot of things that I have to do this afternoon, or whenever you're doing your practice. Or it could be something like, I'm really needing to strengthen, so I want to do some strengthening poses in this practice. So my intention is strength. That's our first principle. Our second principle is meditation. Meditation is the foundation of our yoga school. It's really important to cultivate a daily practice, and we will build from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. So that's the goal, and it's relatively easy as a community. So meditation is important, but in the beginning, you're only learning to concentrate. And in Sanskrit, that's called the dhyana, the concentration part of the practice. Our third principle is the Bundes. Bundes simply mean energy locks. So you're working the energy through the chakra system. You're working the energy from the base of your core, Mula Bandha, to your center, your abdominals and your rib cage and your alignment and spines nice and strong. That's Uddiyana Bandha. And then Jalandhara Bandha is your voice. So we learn these bandhas, we learn them in sections, but ultimately it's internal power. You're having that internal fire to build strength in not only your outside practice and your physical body, but inside your emotional body. Our fourth principle is pranayama. Prana is a Sanskrit word that means life energy, life force, this that surrounds us, this life. Air is always here and it's given freely. But over time and through life, perhaps through trauma, but just basically through life, we learn to shorten our breath, hold our breath, not breathe, anxiously breathe, all these different types of breathing. So we learn some pranayama breathing practices to help us to calm our nervous system, which is really what we're all doing in the beginning of a yoga teacher training. We don't realize that we're living chronically in a state of anxiety or chronically in a state of lethargy, melancholy, depression, or we're leaving and we're just kind of not focusing on our breath. So it's really important to find that awareness, awaken it, and use these pranayamic practices to breathe better, just daily. It's nice to have a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath together now. It's wonderful. Prana's here. It's always given. Our fifth principle is manifesting Manipura, which is a chakra. Manipura chakra is based around the center here, the center of our core being, our will, our internal power, our determination as a community, our determination to make choices, our inner fire is developing. So together we're going to learn to manifest that. Our sixth principle is based around a Sanskrit word called Santosha. Santosha simply means contentment. So during this training, you'll be challenged. It'll be fun, and there'll be challenging times, and we'll all have obstacles. And it's really good to remind ourselves and our community and our group in the training that Santosha is really about your being content with what's happening. Maybe there's a lot happening. Maybe life is really stressful for you right now. Maybe you just had a baby, you have 3 kids, but you're still, got that willpower, the manifesting manipura to be in this training. You've got to learn how to create more contentment. Ultimately, that's a really big part of our practices. Our 7th principle is mantra, and it's one of my favorites. It sets us apart from a lot of the other trainings. Sometimes you'll just learn mantras in a separate workshop. I will offer these mantras, these sound vibrations, to help heal you and to open up your voice. Our 8th principle is based around the asana portion of this practice. Rooting to rise is based around grounding yourself, grounding your energy, your feet into the earth, feeling the earth support you, Pachamama supporting you. Kate will be leading this portion of our teacher training, and we'll be reminding you root to rise, root to rise. So think about when you're teaching these poses in a class, if you become a teacher, that you have to start at the feet, and then you rise to the top. Our 9th principle is called Tapasya. Tapasya, in a nutshell, is learning how to live in your heart. Like, what do you want? What is driving you? What do you love? How do we create what we love and make this life full of joy and possibilities? So Tapasya is a fun project we do throughout the training. It's based around some artwork and trying to discover what you want, your heart desire. Our final principle is creating a sadhana. So that's a daily prayer, practice, and devotion, so that you're really sincere and wholehearted about this time with yourself. This course is developing heart strength and self-care. Developing the Sangha is really to learn to be around the right people that are doing similar things. So we can go to yoga class together with our buddy, or we can go take a nature walk, or we can sing, or we can meditate together and eat healthy foods. Just making sure you're around those people. Thank you for joining us. I look forward to spending more time with you. From Hawaii, mahalo. Thank you and namaste.